Lee Mims Productions.
We have something to say, so won't you listen up? Listen up. We have something to say, so won't you listen up? Every man, woman, boy, and girl. Won't you listen up? We're gonna judge the world. We have something to say, so won't you listen up? Listen up. We have something to say, so won't you listen up?
What's going on, my people? I'm back. This is Lee Mims. Lee Mims Productions presents another podcast where we got something to say. I can be found on iTunes. Put in Lee Mims Productions. I can be found on Twitter, Lee Mims Productions. I can be found on Instagram as Lee Mims Productions. And I'm on YouTube at youtube.com/TLM0406. And that's where you can get introduced to me, my music, my personality, my guitar playing. There's tips and tricks that I do. There's videos of me making instrumentals or beats, pop style, hip hop, gospel, whatever you name it. And the other website is
BeatStars, where if you want to just have a backing track for poetry, rap, or singing, low prices, you may want to go to BeatStars and get that.
All right, and the lease is really low. Right now, I think they're like $30, and you have live instrumentation and everything else in there. So today's topic is going to be, as it relates to 365 days of happiness, one must know the difference between love and lust. And I'm sure we all have had to try to figure that out at some point in our life. So what is the definition of lust? Well, let's take a look here. According to Google, it's a very strong sexual desire. The verb form of it is have a very strong sexual desire for someone. So love, the definition is an intense feeling of deep affection. The synonyms include fondness, tenderness, warmth, intimacy, attachment, endearment, devotion. I really like that word. Adoration, passion, etc. So let's go ahead and dive into that. What do you think there, Ursula Mims, my co-host here, and not just a co-host here on the podcast, a co-host for my life for the last 16 years of marriage. You may want to go ahead and let them folks know that you're here, because this is maybe their first podcast. Let them know you're here and what you're about, and let's get started talking about love versus lust.
My name is Ursula Mims. I am Lee Mims Productions' wife, and I'm happy to be here on his podcast. I'm going to give you a clear example of lust and love. Now, lust would be me with Ralph Angel from Queen Sugar. That would be true lust.
You know,
on the other hand,
so wrong.
Or Morris Chestnut. That would be lust. Or Tyrese. That would be lust. Now, love would be what I have with my husband.
I just want to know, before we move on, how long is that list? When I first met you, it was only Morris Chestnut. You already know I have an extensive list. But
that's right, but as actors evolve and get older and move on, new people come along. It's plenty other actors. I didn't say like
Well, I want J-Lo to know that I'm being loyal out here. She's aging and I'm aging, and I'm just in the shadows. I'm just watching. So if Urs mess up, I got her number.
That would be lust.
That's not lust. And you know what? Okay, so if you're gonna do that, I can't. This is gonna seem really weird, but Whitney Houston, that was my girl. God bless her soul. If she would have picked me over Bobby,
it still would be lust.
She would still be here, but I really loved her. I got her Bodyguard CD still. I got her the Bodyguard movie.
And let's be clear,
Kevin Costner. That's
that
my
would be
guy.
lust, because at the end of the day, we have no serious attachment to these people.
No, I got affection for.
We never have met these people.
Listen.
And even if you do meet a person in real life,
Listen,
It is a real Ralph Angel, Morris Chestnut, Whitney Houston, J Lo. These are real people that we encounter in our life
Jennifer Lopez.
that we just lust over and we have no love
No,
for.
I'm just kidding, man. That we love this because we talk about this. Our whole marriage. We have our imaginary list and we laugh. I mean, since day one, this has been funny. But real talk, though, man, this is my homegirl right here. I love and lust after her at the same time because guess what? She looks good to me. And she puts up with me, so there's the love right there. I mean, I can't even, sometimes I don't want to deal with my own self, and I pride myself as being very easygoing. But my wife will look at me sometimes like, you ain't easygoing. I think I'm easygoing.
And let's be clear. It's nothing wrong with having lust inside of love. Don't get it twisted.
No, you need both, though.
I'm not sitting here saying I'm not attracted to my husband. I love my husband. I think he's very attractive. I do lust over him, but in a loving manner.
Right, because the love is already there. See, love will make you bring you behind home at night. Huh?
See, Ralph Angel, that's a one-night stand.
Are you crazy? Love will make you get up and go to work and take care of that family. Love will make you get up and go in the kitchen and make that man a sandwich after he done came home from work and worked all day. Not, well, you go ahead and there's some leftovers in the Tupperware. Whoa, why you can't put that on the plate and heat that up for that brother? Love will make you also listen to your wife when she want to vent. She don't want your answer to help. She just wants you to listen. It will make you sit there and listen, even though you can say, honey, why are you telling me about these girlfriends? Cut them all off. If they can't be faithful and loyal to you like me, just cut them all off. Or when she complaining about the job and you say, well, quit the job. No, sometimes you have to just listen. And that's a part of loving. Love is patient. Love is kind. Love promotes turning away wrath with kind words.
And love is support. Love is 1,000 other things. Lust is just that one thing.
Well, if you notice, when I read the definition, you're so smart. You can visually see this is lust, right? The one definition. And then when you slide it over to love, how much bigger is that?
Yes, because love incorporates so many different adjectives, so many different things, so many different feelings.
When you make a mistake, love will help cover the multitude of faults. I mean, that's right there in the good word. I'm not going to beat y'all up with scripture, but love, God is love. I mean,
God is not lust.
Yeah, God is definitely not lust. Love is over time too. Let me just go ahead and say this. When I met my wife and I said I wanted to be married, proposed, we got married, I honestly thought that was love then. I'm not saying it's not. For those of you getting ready to get married and you're like, I just love him, I love her. Okay, well, that's true. But we're going to see what's happening when those bills are short or...
when those bills kick in, when you don't have the money. Love is beyond just the word. Love is when you are irritated and you are annoyed with this person and you can go beyond that. Love is when we don't have the money, we don't know how we gonna get it, and we figure out a way just to go ahead and make it work anyway.
Love is when the in-laws somehow get involved in your conversation.
Amen.
Love is when you sit there and you say, you know what, I really love this him or her, and I'm gonna stick by them. The family don't have nothing to do with what we got going on.
No matter what.
Love, again, like I say, and that's our timer here. We're supposed to be shutting it down right now, but I'm going to give us another 5 minutes. Love is when the girlfriends want to go out every night and you have to say, I have to go home. Or your boys, your homeboys want you out on the stoop because guess what? They got girlfriend or girlfriends and they don't care nothing about you and your steadfast. I've been picked on. Oh, where you going? You going home to be with your wife? Oh, yeah, that's why I married her. Oh, okay, you whipped. Okay, well.
And there's times when you have to tell the girlfriends, look, ladies, I understand we having fun and it's about the girls' power and all that kind of thing. I gotta go home. My husband is home. My children are home. I have to go home to my husband first.
Right. Well, you know how folks are. If they not in your shoes, they don't care how you gotta walk in them.
And that's where you gotta have to make that distinction. You go ahead and you stay in a room of lust. I'm in a place of love, so I'm gonna need to take my behind home.
Well, you can afford with you and lust to go ahead and mess up, because lust is temporary. Just like you said earlier.
With lust is no question.
I asked you earlier, I said, well, how long is your list? But you told me without telling me the definition of lust, was then telling me about the list. Your list is only as long as the feeling is. So when Jennifer Lopez decides to get old and crusty, whenever that is, God only knows. I think that lady like 110 and still look good. But when she starts looking bad, I'm gonna be looking on to the next honey, whoever may be the new flavor. That's how lust really works in real life with the neighbor. You like your neighbor's so cute, but then she do something dumb or he do something dumb, now they not cute no more. Or the person on your job, he come in with the wrong pair of pants on, you like, oh honey, I thought he was something. That ain't love. Love is when you have holy drawers on and walk around your house and your spouse tell you, baby, change them drawers. Not, I'm through with you. Or when you wearing you don't have name brand shoes, you're not wearing Air Jordans, and you not wearing whatever is the famous, and you like, honey, he look good, look at him in them sneakers and that outfit. No, it's when I got the flip-flops on and I'm tired and I done worked all day, you tell me my feet hurt, can I massage your foot for you? Yeah, baby. Don't nobody really want to touch feet unless you have a foot fetish. That's a whole nother podcast for another channel. Don't go on this channel. But my feet hurt. I'm diabetic. I don't mind putting it out there. My feet are a little bit more tender. Plus the amount of years that I've actually wore work boots, and I will continue to wear work boots for another 20 years. My wife will say, "Your feet hurt too bad. Let me rub them." I'm like, "Oh man, thank you. That really counts, cause my heels be killing me." That's love. That person that lusts after you, after they get what they get, whether it's 3 minutes, 5 minutes, 2 minutes, 1 minute, 30 seconds, y'all read between the lines, adults, that lust is over. He or she is on to the next one.
And that's so true. I'm saying, so as deep as we all have had those times when you may have the underarm boil that need to be popped or something strange of that sort, because in real life, unlike lust, because lust is almost like a fairy tale.
Temporary.
In real life, I may need you to go ahead and help me with that boil that's under my arms. I may need you to help me with that pimple on my back. That's love.
That's love. Love is, do you see yourself with that spouse till death? If I get in a major accident and I can't drive, I can't walk, I can't see, and I can't hear, are you going to stay with me to the end? That's love. That's where you need to be asking yourself. If this person can no longer work and provide for me, am I willing to pick up those reins and get back in that fight and get that money and help support that mate that can no longer do it? Are you willing to do that?
And that's the question. On that note, we'll leave you guys with that. The question is, do you choose lust or do you choose love? What's more important to you?
I'm Lee Mims. This is Lee Mims Productions with another great podcast with the beautiful co-host Ursula
Which is
Mims.
Ursula Mims, and I'm happy to be here and I enjoy it.
We are about to be out of here. You can find me on iTunes and you can subscribe to it. You'll hear me and you'll hear my lovely wife as a co-host on there. We have Twitter, Lee Mims Productions, Instagram, Lee Mims Productions, youtube.com/TLM046. And if you want to lease some music for your private craft of artistry, you can go to
BeatStars.com. Any type of music for your background tracks. If you want to do rap, singing, or poetry. I'm not sure if he said iTunes, but I'm going to say iTunes again. Because if you go to iTunes, go to
Lee Mims Productions. In the podcast section, right, you will get these podcasts. All right. 365 days of happiness is true, is real, and can be obtained. Peace.